Days of Our Lives spoilers. Sarah's gestation saves Xander relationship. New baby overcomes forgery lie. Days of Our Lives. Philip Kiriakis schemes big. Is he a idol or a zero? Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. After watching these videos, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Days of Our Lives spoilers reveal that Sarah Kiriakis' gestation may save her relationship with Xander Kiriakis. Will a new baby help overcome Sarah's phony taradiddle? Days suckers know Sarah is keeping a massive secret from Xander since she was part of the forged letter cover-up. Xander doesn't realize Sarah was in the circle on Philip Kiriakis' deception long before the verity came out. Sarah kept quiet after Philip stole half of Titan and prevaricated to Xander's face constantly, so he'll have every right to be angry when the verity's exposed. Days spoilers say this is going to shatter the trust that Sarah and Xander have erected, so what does that mean for their future? There might be a quick path to remission for Sarah, particularly if the discussion she had with Xander in Days of Our Lives' May 13th occasion is an indication about what's ahead. Xander brought up the idea of giving Victoria Kiriakis a little family before she gets too important aged. Sarah was surprised over Xander wanting another baby, but she snappily claimed that sounded great and got on board. It presumably wouldn't be long until Xander and Sarah start trying for baby number 2 as a result. By the time Sarah's secret blows up, she might formally have Xander's bun in the roaster. Xander's family may be expanding, which could give him some redundant incitement to forgive Sarah sooner rather than laterally. Sarah's deception will rankle and hurt Xander, but this surely isn't a marriage deal as well. That's especially true if Sarah's going to end up pregnant with Xander's coming child. Did Days just offer a hint about Sarah's progeny, jewel of a jail-free card? Will Sarah's gestation news be what gets her relationship with Xander back on track? Days of Our Lives spoilers say Sarah may give Xander updates on their new baby after her secret comes to light, so stay tuned to see how that'll affect his perspective. Days of Our Lives. Philip Kiriakis schemes big. Is he a idol or a zero? Days of Our Lives sees Philip Kiriakis meets up with his old High Academy classmate, Kevin Lambert, to talk about stealing the sepsis medicine, Versix, from University Hospital. So, what does Philip have in mind for the phenomenon serum? Will he vend it to the loftiest endeavor to make a quick buck, or will Philip take the vials to help save his big family? Bo Brady. Let's talk about Philip's plans for the Versix. Is he about to prove to the Kiriakis family that he truly is a zero, or will he get to play idol? Let's dive in. Kevin Lambert's return to Salem. Days of Our Lives blast from the history. You may recall Salem High's wisdom nerd Kevin Lambert from Peacock's Last Blast reunion a many times back. The character has been played by a couple of different people, but he's still the same highbrow Joe wanting to fit in with the cool kiddies from Days. Jan and Kevin cooked up a knavery to torment Cacodemon girl Chloe Lane, and she was lowered. And now Kevin's back to scheme with Philip. Philip Kiriakis faces family and business drama. So, Vivian Alamain ratted out Philip for the Victor Kiriakis letter that she forged. And now his family Xander Kiriakis is hopeless to find a way to get relief of him at Titan Diligence. And of course, Philip is scrabbling to keep his job. Alex Kiriakis hates him. Stephanie Johnson's furious. Belle Black wants to rally him alive. It isn't a good time to be Philip. Bo Brady's deadly sepsis and the hopeless plan for Versix. Meanwhile, as far as we know, he has no idea that his big family Bo is fighting a deadly sepsis infection while in a coma in a sanitarium over in Europe. Lately, Caleb Brady, Steve Johnson, and Sean Brady colluded to steal the Versix medicine from Dr. Russell's lab. The experimental medicine could be Bo's only shot at survival. There's no time to waste. So, we allowed for sure effects would be smooth sailing for Caleb Brady's plan. She indeed packed off Dr. Russell to a conference out of city and gave his staff the weekend off just to smooth the way so Steve and Sean could break in, take the medicine, nothing around. But this week, it all falls piecemeal because Steve and Sean get to the lab and like old Mother Hubbard, there's nothing in that medicine cupboard. The drug they need to save Bo is gone. Days of Our Lives. The Versix is gone. Philip and Kevin's daring heist. Latterly this week, Kayla's crew of Loa crucial culprits gets together to bandy what happened to the Versix. We know it's missing. We know they do because Philip induced Kevin to steal the experimental drug. And they didn't just take one vial like Kayla told her guys to do. No, Philip had Kevin clean it out. There's none left. Why Philip stole verse 6 exposing Xander's hospital scheme on Days of Our Lives. You know, Dr. Russell is going to be furious when he finds out he's presumably going to charge Kayla. And this all started because Philip knows he's on a spouse time with Xander and he started asking questions about why his family's trying to buy the sanitarium, which is a plutocrat hole. When Alex refused to give Philip any word, well, he slid into Xander's office to rifle his lines and he set up that binder. And also he made a call to notoriety that Xander's been talking to and prevaricated and got caught up on exactly why his family's doing this. So, Philip figures out Xander knows there's big plutocrat to be made on verse 6 and that's why Xandy wants to buy the sanitarium. And as a matter of fact, Sarah Horton grills Xander this week and we'll see if he's honest with her that Russell's exploration is really why he's open to buying a failing sanitarium. Days of Our Lives. Will Philip's greed cost Beau Brady his life? So, it looks like Philip being a petty Betty goes before Xander's reverse to screw his family over yet again. But intentionally, it seems like Philip is also deforming over another family, Beau, in the process. And if you're wondering what does Philip plan to do with the drug? Well, that's a good question. Optimistically, you'd hope that Philip knows that Beau's taking a turn for the worse, and this medicine is the only thing that can save him, and that's what he wants to do with it. You know, Philip and Beau haven't always seen eye to eye. Still, Philip wouldn't want Beau to die. You know, the Joe's been in a coma for 2 times and now it's taken a turn. Everything seems hopeless. And if Philip decides to vend the meds, you know, on the black request or to some infamous lab, that could mean certain death for Beau. And the promo for this week pledged that Philip's rapacity could bring his family his life. Fear sets in. What will Philip do with the stolen verse 6 on Days of Our Lives? Still, there's still time for Kevin and Philip to do the right thing. Spoilers for the end of this week say Kevin and Philip fear after they do the crime. They may be upset they're going to do some time. By also, Beau's impending death may be on Philip's radar. Perhaps, perhaps not. He'll have the medicine demanded to save Beau's life, but Philip may find out too late that that's the drug Beau needs. Plus, we know indeed once he knows, he can't just say, oh, hollers, my bad, and return the medicine to Kayla or to the lab without entwining himself and Kevin in the theft. So, you know, Philip may decide to try and give it to his whoreson Sean, hoping he wouldn't rat him out for stealing the meds from the Days of Our Lives lab. Or Philip could drop a vial of the medicine into the correspondence, shoot it anonymously to Steve or Sean, or Kayla. Either way, it's going to be one wild lift on Days this week. Philip convinces Kevin to help steal the verse 6. But will Philip wind up being seen as notoriety who saved Beau, a real idol, or notoriety who's willing to let his family die, a real zero? Thanks for watching these videos. Please hit the subscribe button for more updated news.